Hey Gemini, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing a reading for the month of January. So welcome to 2026. We left the year of the snake behind us and we're coming into the year of the fire horse, which is amazing. What that means is we left the poopy year behind, or 9 years if you follow all the spiritual talk. A lot of people have gone through 9 years of hell and learning lessons and working on things, never receiving. And that's what this year is about. We're finally receiving what we rightfully deserve. There's a lot of happiness, abundance, passion, new beginnings, freedom. And I think that's what we've been kind of looking forward to English for a very long time. And, I think we're finally here. We're finally going to be in our happy, calm, positive era. So let's go ahead and see what's going on. Just remember, this is a general reading. So if it doesn't resonate, totally okay. Just leave for those that need to hear right now and come back for the next month's reading. Let's get the vibe of the month of January for Gemini. What's going on? So we have the wise one, tradition, order. Yeah, I get the fact that you guys are kind of putting things back to the way it should be, the way it was. Pieces are starting to fall into place. And kind of going back to like the old ways. I think there was a lot of things that you kind of forgot about and let go of, and now you're kind of going back to the old ways. It's almost like nostalgic. And there's beauty within that. But that's a very positive energy for the month of January. So let's go ahead and we'll see what we have for the past, present, and future. Just remember, whatever you end up having in the present is what leads to your future, because it's energy. It's what you're feeling, doing, and what your actions are that leads to your future. So I don't want you to feel like you're stuck with whatever the future ends up being, because you are in control of that and you can change that. How? By moving whatever energy or yourself doing something instead of being stuck, and kind of making that change for yourself for the future to be different. So let's go ahead first see what's going on with our past. So we have the Queen, we have the Death card, we have the King of Swords, Queen, we have the Queen of Wands, Death card, and King of Swords. So there is a sense of a rebirth towards the end of the year here. And I don't hate the Death card. I love the Death card because it just means that something ended and you were reborn into something different. Something new happened, some change, something exciting, and something that made you into a different person and gave you a new situation. There's a sense of lessons learned within this. You trying to manifest. There's a lot of spiritual growth here, even personal growth, because there's a lot of lessons from like the years before that you've kind of learned through, realized, grown from, that helped you with this rebirth and you becoming a new person. I feel like you're finally standing your ground, and I don't think that you were really doing that for a long time, and you've stood up for yourself, for your family, for your friends. There's something about that. There's so much strength and beauty within that has brought you to a place of stability. And again, this is your past, right? So you've been in this, and it might be like, yeah, but things are so chaotic, but you were standing on solid footing. You knew there was some direction that you were heading towards. And that makes sense because now you're like in the energy of tradition and order. And now it's like, you know what it is you want and need, and you're building that for yourself, and it's almost coming back to the old ways. So let's go ahead and see what's going on in the present. So we have, wow, a lot of beautiful things here. We have the Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. So you're starting off the year with a bang here, and the Moon. Things are coming to light. I think you're learning. It's like not great, it's not bad either. You're learning a lot about yourself and a lot about others. There's a lot of shadow work that's happening. I think people are kind of being a mirror to you at the moment, kind of showing you like, hey, like this is what you do. This is, do whatever you want with this information. And I feel like some people might not like it. Some people might like it. I don't know, to each his own. But there's a lot of work here within yourself that you're going to be doing. Also, you're going to be learning about how other people tick too, and whether or not you want to bring them into your life's journey. So there's a lot of work here. But that is what order, it's like falling into place what you want to be in those places. But we have a lot of aces here. We have an Ace of Cup and Ace of Pentacles. So two beautiful opportunities, which could be one big one of something that's bringing stability, whether it be financially, whether it be just emotionally stable, finally like living in the place that you want to live, finally found a person that's bringing you stability, finally found a job that's bringing you the finances. There's emotional stability, which this is like feels like love for me. So maybe you're like you're like the things that you love, like to do is coming back, but more of it is around people. So maybe your friends, maybe family, maybe a partnership, but there's something here. So maybe you guys start dating again. There's an opportunity to date here. Again, the past, there was a death. There was a death and a rebirth. So now you put something behind you. You've stood your ground. You learned from experiences, and you're coming in here with like openness, and you are already being flooded with opportunities. So maybe your opportunities are like travel, a project. You don't even like person, and now you don't even know where to grab. You're just like, wow, what am I doing? What do I do? You can do it all because it's all for you. But what is asked for you right now is to kind of look within, because some of this stuff could be a temptation. Some of this stuff would be like your old ways and you were going to be tested. But you can pick and choose based off of what your growth pattern is. Like introspect. There's something within this that like it almost calls to be like your old traditional values that you kind of left behind, if that makes sense. So if you kind of let go of not spending time with your family, maybe the tradition is coming back and spending time with your family instead of being out partying and doing all these things. It's like your new era, your new vibe. But again, I don't see anything wrong with this. I think this is absolutely beautiful. You have a lot of opportunities that you don't even know what to do with. So, beggars can't be choosers, right? Let's go ahead and see what's happening in the future. So, we have the Five of Cups in reverse, we have the Six of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. So, there is some kind of like, I don't know if it feels like you're mourning like the past you, because like you're changing so much within this year. It almost feels like you were like, go, 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 go. And now you're like, I'm going to just take a pause and be calm and kind of go within and travel. And like I said, like, I feel like there's more traditional values that are being instilled, which is not something that you did for a long time. So there's almost a mourning of that because, like, yeah, you're losing yourself, but you want this. And I mean, there's also a sense of like, if you let go people because they don't fit your narrative, again, this is like kind of what your past was looking like. There's a sense of mourning because you lost so many people and there's memories behind that. But I do see an opportunity, something incoming like the knight of shining armor. So it could be a situation, it could be a person. It's kind of saving you. So you have people that's kind of saving you from this funk. And like there's a victory. There's a beautiful victory behind like all of these new beginnings that are coming in that you're choosing from. I'm getting a sense that your future, someone or something is going to come in very, very quickly to kind of save you from some kind of a situation that's going to flare up again. That's what it feels like to me. And I get a sense that you do weed out someone or some people, maybe like past work people or something. It doesn't matter. But I feel like there's something that's going to rear its head again, and you're going to have to kind of go through the pain because you already let this person or people go. And then, like, that's why the mourning for me is coming up. But someone's going to come and kind of save you from that, whether it be a new person, whether it be someone that is already around you, but they're going to act like a knight in shining armor. And it's almost going to be like, look, that's the past. Look at your future. And you have to have that person or situation to kind of bring that to light because it's hard to remember those things. So I absolutely love this reading. I think it's great. I think it's beautiful. I think it's positive. I think you're bringing order to your life. You're bringing back your old traditional values. And that's only going to pivot you into beautiful new 2026 away from the old because the old didn't work. The way that you were doing things just didn't work. And now this is a new, beautiful, like way of doing things. And I love that for you guys. So if this message does resonate, definitely like and subscribe so you don't miss another one of these. I do have to say I'm writing a book. I wanted to let you guys know that I will be posting it on a website for you to read for free. And it's a series. It's a novel of romantasy. So it's not one of those informational things. But it does implement energy and it does talk about like my belief system, like my core values and what along with some adventure and stuff. So I and love and kind of like growth from like what we're experiencing in this world. And it's like sci-fi too. I don't know if I mentioned that. So I'll let you know when it's posted because you can read it for free and give me feedback. And I appreciate you guys for coming to my channel every month. You guys have been an amazing support system, and next month will be my year since I've been doing this. So this has been a fun journey to be alongside with you guys and growing with you. So thank you guys for coming back, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.